doing an interview with Ray Ko from People in Code.
That's right.
Ray, how are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Awesome. So can you tell me a little bit more about People in Code and what you do?
Yeah, People in Code is a software development agency. We are specializing in web and mobile at the moment. I'm the partner and the in technology and strategy at People in Code. We just like to build really cool things all the time.
And where are you guys based off?
We're actually based in downtown Toronto in the Queen Spadina area.
Awesome. So what else do you guys do to support the community?
So we run a group called Mobile Startups TO, which focuses on building startups in the mobile space. We also run a community initiative called LearnToronto.org, which lists a whole bunch of different vetted meetup groups in Toronto.
Awesome. So I've heard a little bit about Learn Toronto, but can you tell me a little bit more about what your plans are for them this year?
Yeah, so this year we're hoping to push a lot more in the mobile space. One of the big things actually we want to do is actually focus on more individual projects. So if a designer is trying to push the edges of design, some kind of fringe outside of the box experiment that they want to talk about and do a case study on, that's where we want to focus on, as well as on developer side. So emerging technologies like Meteor.js. Some students have approached us and said that they've done something on the side outside of their program, and we'd like to see what they're doing. As agencies, we play with these day to day, but we don't actually necessarily get a chance to do it as a paid project. So to see what other people are doing for these initiatives is fantastic. It helps breathe creativity within our own field.
I'm glad you're actually doing that for the Toronto community, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
And so you are here at ConFoo, and I know this is your first year, so how are you enjoying it so far?
Pretty good. We actually haven't been able to leave the exhibit hall for 2 days or so, but which is a good thing because everyone's enthusiastic coming through the space, asking what we do in terms of software development. We're running a booth on 3D printing, it's been great. Everyone's very enthusiastic. We've been told that the conference itself is fantastic. There's really a session for everyone. The only problem that people have encountered is that they run into the problem of which one do they go to, right?
Yeah.
That some of them are scheduled at the same time, they can't attend both. So that's a good problem to have, really.
Yeah, for sure. And so tell me a little bit more about the technology you actually brought to us with ConFoo this year.
Yeah, right. So we built a simple site that allows people to sign up for a 3D scan and download their file. But in the back end, we've also sort of created this open data API that goes with WordPress, so that for sort of as a trivial case to build out the endpoints for OData and to play with. We also have built out a workflow in terms of how to scan files, upload them, kind of optimize the images as well. We just want to showcase some really cool technology that's come out in the last year or so.
You guys are doing some actually really awesome stuff, so I've checked it out, so it's really, really great.
Okay.
And you are at the Make Web Not War Lounge, and I hope you're enjoying yourself. But most importantly, how did you first hear about Make Web Not War?
So it's interesting. So through other partner agencies, we were invited to an event that Make Web Not War was hosting at the Drake Hotel in Toronto. I guess it was about 2 years ago now. And through that, we saw that they were really doing what we're trying to do this year, 2 years ago, which is to showcase what individual people or agencies are doing that are sort of outside of their day-to-day. From that, they were really promoting open source technologies and things that we haven't really actually seen happen too often at that time. They seemed very approachable. We went up and kind of grabbed them, started asking the Make Web Not War crew, what is it that they're actually trying to do. From that, it was really in alignment with what our long-term goals were. So back then, Learn Toronto was sort of not really even an idea yet. It's sort of like really a back thought or something to hope for. And Make Web No War was really in alignment with that. So, from that event, it sort of has become what it is now. We're here at the event at ConFoo.
Awesome. So, Make Web Not War is all about open source and open standards and things like that. So, what are your thoughts on how Make Web Not War and Microsoft can work together and do great things to help support the open source community?
I think the biggest thing that's missing from any community at the moment is really good video documentation. So Microsoft has been really known to do really good stuff with the MSDN. Very technical. However, I think there's a bit of a hurdle for maybe newcomers to the market. I think creating rich content video formats, small digestible chunks, would be of great help, and that will help push to show and demonstrate what people are able to do on Windows in a very visual way. The writing documentation kind of loses people at some point if you don't have some kind of reference to really ingrain it into your head.
Awesome. So thank you so much for your time. I'm really, really glad you could join us. And Ray Ko, everyone.
Thanks, right?